Welcome to TED Talks. You are still with me, Gwanya Simon, for biology, and we have moved as far as we can go now. We are mainly focusing on amino acids. So that's going to be our main focus for this session. And so we are focusing further on the Zwitterionic property of the amino acid. And the proteins at large. So we had earlier said amino acids have a generalized structure of this nature. We had said it has two sides. The acidic side, the basic side, the amino side, the R, and there is the hydrogen. So generally, all proteins, apart from even amino acids, all proteins, therefore, we can now happily say that have an amino end and also have a carboxylic end. A carboxylic end, or we can say an acid end, and then a base end. The orientation may not matter. So, how does an amino acid show out the Zwitterionic property? When our amino acid, which we are illustrating like that, when our amino acid is dissolved in water, when an amino acid is dissolved in water, what happens? Let's say now plus aqueous, to mean that when we put a protein in water, what happens? This is what happens. The amino acid ionizes, such that this end, the carboxylic end, loses the hydrogen. These are still unionizable groups. The basic end gains the proton that is lost there, such that the nitrogen now becomes positively charged. So this ion that comes out when an amino acid is dissolved in water is what we are calling a Zwitterion. So now we can say a Zwitterion is a doubly charged ion. Is a doubly charged ion, i.e. has a positive end and a negative end. So all proteins, once they get into contact with the water, the carboxylic end ionizes like how acids do. When acids are dissolved in water, they give hydrogen ions as the only positively charged ions. Then the basic end absorbs protons, and we have that definition for bases. That bases are chemicals that absorb what? Protons. So what is lost by the acid end is gained by the carboxylic end. So that is a Zwitterionic. So amino acids have that property. Once they go into solution, we form a doubly charged ion, which you are calling a Zwitterionic. So in our subsequent sessions, let's come and now focus on another property of amino acids.